friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I have my April and May 2019 OwlCrate unboxings to share with you. I also want to share that these are the last two OwlCrate boxes that you will see, aside from one more special edition box for an indefinite time. I have decided to cancel my OwlCrate subscription. It has nothing to do with the quality and the contents of these boxes. It is sheerly for the fact that I haven't gotten a lot of free reading time this year between working on my graduate program and getting married and also dealing with all the things that I have going on in my full-time job. Reading for leisure just fell to the back burner, and now I have a super long pile of books that are just waiting to be read, and it didn't feel smart to keep getting this box while I have so many other books to read. So I definitely plan on, once I get many of those books read, to resubscribe to OwlCrate, but I just thought for now it had to be done. So with that said, let's go ahead and look at my April and May boxes. So the month of April was called the Dark Side, which I think is an interesting idea. The first thing we got was a scarf, and I personally find that scarves and socks are my favorite things to get in OwlCrate boxes. I get so much use out of them, and they're just like a really fun way to showcase your love of books. This purple scarf just has like this dark nighttime, like eerie vibe to it, which I think is super cute. It's also very lightweight, so you could easily wear it in the spring and or like cooler summer nights here in the Boston area. So I'm so looking forward to wearing it, and it matches my like purple love that I have. So really happy to get this in the box. We also have the enamel pin that says iron must be tested. I don't really know what that means or is a reference to, but I do think these enamel pins are really high quality, and they've been a nice way to like zhuzh up the box compared to the little like metal clips or pins that we were getting prior to 2019. We also got in here a pop socket. I don't use pop sockets. I actually use like a little ring that I can slip through my finger. I really like those, but if that ever dies on me, I wouldn't be opposed to bringing this in. It says plenty of monsters knew how to play at being human. Again, not quite sure what that's a reference to, but like I said, if and when my other like holder that I have on my phone dies, I'll probably go ahead and just use this versus buying a new one. Then we got in here, and I actually think this is genius. I'm so happy they included it. It is this banner, which you're probably wondering like, why, Victoria, are you super into this? Here's why. Those enamel pins, when I first was getting them, I was like, what do I do with these? And I've gotten like enamel pins in other things, like at AMC movie fan events. I've gotten a couple, and I just like don't know what to do with them. They've all kind of sort of sat inside a little container that I have, and I've thought about putting them onto a tote bag, but when I did that, it made the tote bag heavy, like noticeably heavy, because I had so many pins. But this will allow me to put them all on here and hang them up and display them, which to me is what I like about that. Like, I like the idea of displaying my enamel pins. They're pretty. Some of them are like collector's items, like I said, from fan nights and different things that I've been to, and now I have a fun way to showcase them. So I'm really jazzed about this, and I would not be upset if I got a second one of these, or if I bought a second one now that I'm aware of this idea. Like, it's such a simple idea. I don't know why I didn't think of it. So I'm really happy that they put this into my brain and put this into the box. We also got in here, so I'm feeling super spoiled, a pair of socks. These are the 6 of Crows unisex small socks. This is what they look like. Frankly, I don't care. Their socks are typically high quality, and I get a lot of use out of them, so they could be like anything and I would still like them and wear them. These are a fun like way to like shout out to 6 of Crows, so super thrilled to have these like socks, scarf. It's super hard to cancel these boxes, but I'm doing the right thing. I know I am. The next thing we got was this little silk hanky. This says Wicked Saints by Emily A. Duncan. This is pretty. Like, it's just interesting to look at, and I imagine it must go with the book that we got. yeah, it matches up with the book that we received, which is Wicked Saints, Let Them Fear Her. I always love when they include fan stuff like this so you can get a better feel of the world that they envisioned or that they're working with when writing this book or when like setting this book. So love this. The book looks really interesting. It has those like unevenly cut pages, which I love. It has a matte cover. I love the feel of matte covers. I will link this down below in case you want to read up on the summary of this, but I love how many female authors we get in OwlCrate. I think it's just wonderful to showcase the female voice. Additionally, we got a letter from the author. I really love hearing from the author, so I appreciate them including these in the boxes. The other pamphlets that we have in here is a pamphlet about the contents of the box, and then we also got a special preview of Stephanie Garber's final book in the Caravel series called Finale. They actually featured the original book Caravel in these boxes, which got me introduced and hooked to the whole series. And I did pick up or purchase their Finale special edition box that I'm really excited about getting. So I think this is awesome to include this, especially because they were the first ones to introduce this book, probably to a lot of us, in my opinion. The last thing that we got in here is this little notepad. It says, "This witch had been crafted from the darkness between the stars," from Sarah J. Maas, I think is how you say it. But I love making to-do lists and like being able to tear pages off and cross things out. So I will definitely get use out of this. I definitely think that aside from scarves and socks, notebooks, like not tiny ones, but actual notebooks are really helpful to get in here because they're always really beautiful and I always get use out of them. So really happy to have this. Okay, now let's move on to May's box, which is Epic Adventures. The first thing we got in here was a pillowcase. I have loved all the pillowcases they have given us from this particular artist. They are soft and really pretty, and I'm running out of pillows to put these on, but I love them nonetheless. This one says, "I'd rather die on an adventure than live standing still." They've actually featured that quote before. I have it on... I actually have it on a sticker on my makeup vanity that they gave a while back. I love that saying. I really enjoy it. So happy to have this on a pillowcase. They also included on here a little eye mask. I actually have a really old, like ratty eye mask that I got made fun of for when I brought it on the trip that I chaperoned in February break. It has these little like lamb eyes from Bath & Body Works when they had that whole like lamb body care collection. I loved it. And I am a pro, a plain pro. What that means is when I buckle myself in my seat, put on my eye mask and my neck pillow, I'm out. And I am out until either food is served or the plane has landed. Like, I am a champion. So literally, like, I got into my seat, I buckled myself up, I put on my little lamb eyes, and the chaperone next to me, because we happen to just be like plane buddies because of our alphabetical stance, was like, "Are you serious?" I was like, "Yep, 100%. He was like, "This thing looks dirty and old." Like, he was sassing me. He wasn't really being mean. So now I can probably replace that one with this one, even though I love my lamb eyes. This says, "To the stars who lighten and the dreams that are answered." And it's purple, and you guys know I'm a sucker for purple things, so I'll probably test this out when I am on my honeymoon with Ben. The next thing we got, I actually have a use for. I'm super jazzed. This is the I'm going on an adventure passport holder. I don't do a lot of overseas travel. I'm taking 2 overseas trips this year, and I eventually want to start running my own overseas trips with the school that I teach at. So I think this is really awesome to just have like an easy place to preserve your passport and keep it safe and be able to better organize it and not just like throw it into your purse or your bag. So I will definitely get use out of this. We also have the enamel pin, which says, "We hunt the flame, the light in the darkness." This is beautiful, and it very much reminds me of Aladdin. I love the colors on this. Very happy to get this. Additionally, in here they included a glass water bottle, which is a nice addition. It's a little bit small, but if you're like keeping it in like a small bag, it probably is fine. It says, "Without our stories, we are incomplete." It's really pretty. Then there is this sticker. I don't know what this is from, but they are adorable. We also have this double-sided art Must be like the characters from the book that's included in here. Then there's, as always, a letter from the author and the pamphlet about the contents of the boxes. And then we get to this beautiful book called We Hunt the Flame from Hafsa Fazal. I don't know if I'm saying that author's name correct, but this is gorgeous and a very intriguing book cover. So looking forward to this. Again, I appreciate OwlCrate for the different perspectives and the diverse authors and characters that they choose to showcase in their boxes. So this is a great way to like pause my subscription, even though I love OwlCrate and would love to keep getting the boxes. Hopefully I can get my reading on this summer and then be able to resubscribe probably by like December of 2019, but we'll see. As always, I'd love to hear from you guys, and I'll talk to you in my next video real soon. Bye.